It's okay, it's okay.
I'll have to ask him again.
Ask again to escort him to the podium.
I ask again.
Yes.
Let me see what. Is he sitting down?
Okay, now he will give you.
Has he sat down?
Yeah, she said, oh, no.
And now again. Okay. I will now ask the Secretariat to escort His Excellency the President of the Islamic Republic of Iran to the podium.
In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. May He bestow upon His prophets. Praise be upon Allah, the Almighty, who is just, kind and compassionate. May He bestow upon His prophets His blessings and His grace from Adam to Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus Christ, and His last prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon them all, who were the harbingers of monotheism, fraternity, love. Human dignity and justice. Mr. Chairman, I call upon all distinguished guests to forgive these ignorant people. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Praise be upon Allah, the Almighty, who is just, kind, and compassionate, and praise and salutations of the Almighty God to the great Prophet. May He bestow upon His blessings, His grace. We thank the Almighty God, praise be upon Him, who is just and who is compassionate. And the salutations and regards of Allah to His prophets, from Noah to Abraham, Moses, Jesus Christ, and His last prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon them all, who were the harbingers of monotheism, fraternity, love, human dignity, and justice. Mr. Chairman, Honorable Secretary General of the United Nations, Madam High Commissioner, ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here in the follow-up to the Durban Conference against racism and racial discrimination to work out practical mechanisms for our holy and humanitarian campaigns. Over the last centuries, humanity has gone through tremendous sufferings and pains. In the medieval ages, thinkers and scientists were sentenced to death. It was then followed by a period of slavery and slave trade, when innocent people in millions were captivated and separated from their families and loved ones to be taken to Europe and America under worse conditions. A dark period that also experienced occupations, lootings, and massacres of innocent people. Many years passed by before nations rose up and fought for their liberty and freedom, and they paid a high price. They lost millions of lives to expel the occupiers and proclaim their independence. However, it did not take long that the coercive powers imposed 2 wars in Europe, which also plagued a part of Asia and Africa. Those horrific wars claimed about 100 million lives and left behind massive devastations. Had lessons been learned from the occupations, horrors and crimes of those wars, there would have been a ray of hope for the future. The victorious powers called themselves the conquerors of the world, while ignoring or downtreading the rights of other nations by the imposition of oppressive laws and international arrangements. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a look at the UN Security Council, which is one of the legacies of the World War II and World War I. What was the logic behind their granting themselves the veto rights? How can such a logic comply with humanitarian or spiritual values? Could it be in conformity with the recognized principles of justice, equality before law, love and human dignity? Or rather, with discrimination, injustice, violation of human rights, or humiliation of the majority of nations and countries? That council is the highest decision-making world body for safeguarding the international peace and security. How can we expect the realization of justice and peace when discrimination is legalized and the origin of law is dominated by coercion and force rather than by justice and the right? Coercion and arrogance is the origin of oppression and wars. Although today many proponents of racism condemn racial discrimination in words and in their slogans, a number of powerful countries have been authorized to decide for other nations based on their own interests and at their own discretions, and they can easily ridicule and violate all laws and humanitarian values as they have done so. Following the World War II, they resorted to military aggressions to make an entire nation homeless on the pretext of Jewish sufferings, and they sent migrants from Europe, the United States,